Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all so much for coming here to the South Stage. My name is Felipe Millon, and I lead our government go-to-market business here at OpenAI. So really excited to be here with you all. What we're going to do in the next 15 minutes is quickly just show you a couple of demos of our technology. So the first up, we're going to show you of what's possible, more of an art of the possible demo with our APIs, and specifically showcasing our Sora API, as well as our text-to-vision models and many other aspects of it. And then what we're going to do is showcase a demonstration of our ChatGPT enterprise product. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Aaron Wilkowitz, our sales engineer.
Awesome. Thank you, Felipe. I'm Aaron. I'm sales engineer at OpenAI. Very much looking forward to showing you guys these couple of demos. Let's go ahead and jump into the first one on Sora. So when many people think of OpenAI, they think of ChatGPT. We want to show you a demo today that highlights our ability to use API building blocks to build a truly multimodal experience. When we think of multimodality, it's about incorporating text, images, video, and sound into a single cohesive experience. For our first demo today, we want to show Sora, which is our diffusion text-to-video model. In the interest of time, I've already sent this prompt that you're seeing on the screen to Sora to describe a nature documentary. So let's see it play this video. Oh my God. And this is what came out. No edits. We just added a soundtrack on top. By the way, this is the only part of the demo that's not live. Everything else that you're going to see from here on out is happening in real time. So to help bring this video to life, in just a few seconds, we're going to need to start to create a story. So in a second, I'm going to click those extract frames, and that's going to start to build out a storyboard for this video. But as a reminder, everything you're seeing in this video is not real. It was generated by AI. All right. Ready? So when I click extract frames, it's going to take several different frames from the video, one every few seconds. And now we've got these 6 frames. And now I'm going to send these images in a prompt to GPT-4 Vision, and that's going to generate a documentary script. So when I click Analyzing Frames, it's going to go through each one of these pictures and provide some instructions. And then in a second, you're going to see streaming in real time, a documentary script that we can use for this video. And here we go. So this is our GPT-4 Vision model that is producing this documentary script. And for the next part, we actually want to bring this a little bit more to light. We want to go a step further. So we want to bring a voice into this script. And we certainly have our text-to-speech APIs that could do that. We have a handful of human-sounding voices that are available in the API. But what if we took that a step further? So a few weeks ago, we released our voice engine capability that lets you use custom voices. And for safety reasons, and because we take safety so seriously, it's not yet broadly available. But we wanted to show you a demo of it today. And rather than use my voice or Felipe's voice, we got Billy here, who generously volunteered to record his voice. So thank you, Billy. So in a second here, I'm going to click Create Voiceover. And when I click Record Video Sample, Billy, I'm going to ask you to speak into this mic and my laptop mic for about 15 seconds. So you ready to go? So come on over. And then I'm going to hit record.
Hi, everybody. My name's Billy. I'm with AmpSite. We do cloud and AI stuff in spaces. I'd like to talk to you about the Marvel universe, the multiverse. I've got some stuff I'd like to release, but that'll be later. But after that, it will be Star Wars, and I've got some other stuff.
Amazing. Thank you, Billy. We appreciate it. Right. Yeah. Awesome. And so now I'm going to click Narrate Video, and we're going to use the script that we saw from a second ago, along with Billy's voice, to narrate this video. So let's go ahead and try it. And again, it's going to use our text-to-speech voice engine API to take this exact same video, but now overlay Billy's voice with the script we created.
Within the dense foliage, a vibrantly colored frog journeys along a slender branch. Its striking green hue, adorned with yellow and blue, contrasts starkly against the
Let's see if we can have Billy split in French.
Carefully, it navigates the treacherous path, each step a delicate balance between caution and instinct. The waxy sheen of its skin glistens.
So in a second, the French is going to load, and this is using two APIs.
It readies itself.
It's using a GPT 3.5 API to translate the script, and then it's using the same voice API to speak.
Leur vie se paye un chemin le long d'une branche smart.
And voila, Billy is speaking French.
Orné de touches de jaune et de bleu, contraste
Let's try Japanese.
l'écorce, un phare naturel dans la pénombre de la forêt. Avec précaution, elle parcourt le chemin fait, chaque pas un équilibre délicat entre prudence et instinct. L'éclat cireux de sa peau brille, un témoignage de son lignage amphibie. Alors que la grenouille se prépare pour un saut audacieux, Shigemi no naka de鮮やかな色彩のカエルが襲う
And now Billy is speaking Japanese.
鮮やかな緑色は黄色や青と色が情熱的に取り入れられており、暗い森の光の中で
And there you have it. Let's give Billy a round of applause. Thank you, Billy. Awesome. And so what we just went through so far was our API demo, which showed a cascading of different APIs to build foundational blocks on top of each other. Next, we want to highlight our GPT Enterprise capability as well. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over to it. Now, many of you may have seen ChatGPT, but you may have only been playing with the free version, which is using our older GPT 3.5 model. But with GPT-4, you get a number of new capabilities, as well as the ability to reason at a higher level. So to start, let's ask it a couple of questions. The first thing I wanted to generate is a sample haiku of our experience. So I'm going to ask it for a haiku, and it says, AI minds converge here, monuments grace the backdrop, future codes whisper. That was pretty good. But let's not just translate this into one language. Let's translate it into three. So the first, oh gosh, let me try it one more time. That's how you know this demo is live. Here we go. So the first line in Japanese, the second line in Greek, the third line in Spanish. To make things more interesting, I'm going to try three other languages, but these are all non-spoken languages. So we're now going to try Braille, Morse code, and binary. And the GPT-4 model has no trouble translating this haiku into those languages too. We already saw the Sora model and the create, text to video, but we also have our DALL-E model that can generate text to image. So I'm going to ask it to create an impressionist painting of the conference here so far and the important work that this AI Expo does. And let's see what it comes up with. And again, this is using our DALL-E model that is text to image. And here we go. Here's a pretty good impressionist painting of the Expo that you see in front of you. So all of these capabilities just come right out of the box with our GPT-4 model. And I want to highlight one other demo that gets a little bit closer to our ability to do work, right? To actually help people be more productive, which is our advanced data analysis capability. That's the ability to not just write sample code, but actually execute that code as well. And I want to show you a demo of that next. So here I've got a data set, a little bit hard to see here, but this is a data set with every commercial flight out of New York City in the month of January 2013. So it's got information on the origin airport, the destination airport, what time it left, whether it was delayed and how long, et cetera. So I can take this data set in, and you see I've uploaded it right here, and I can ask it, hey, can you describe what's in this data set? And when this runs, you'll see that ChatGPT is going to run this analyzing step. So it's generating Python code. And then what we're going to see next is it's going to execute that Python code. So it's reading the file, it's taking information on the columns, it's taking, the first 5 rows, and then it's actually running this step. And by running this step, it provides itself information on these columns and information on the first 5 rows to then be able to summarize for us in plain English what this file is saying. So while this is continuing to load, I'll show you one other experience. I used to build a lot of dashboards in a business analytics role. And what I would always do first is I would whiteboard it. So I would actually go to a whiteboard and I would draw, a drawing like this. And then I manually would have to code up a dashboard for the executive team. But here, you're going to see, hopefully, ChatGPT take this drawing and then apply it to the exact data set. So we've got this drawing of 3 visuals, the number of total flights, a pie chart with the number of flights by origin, a bar chart with the number of flights by route. And then I'm going to go here and grab this, this image file of the dashboard, go back into ChatGPT, copy this image in, and then I'm going to write a very specific prompt, which is describe this image and then generate a dashboard like it using the data provided. And so let me just make sure I didn't just lose Wi-Fi. Here we go. Sorry, let me just refresh my screen. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Let me try that one more time. Having two monitors is never easy. Here we go. So I'm going to copy that image one more time. I'm going to bring in this prompt one more time. And here we go. So now I'm going to say, describe this image, generate the dashboard using the data provided. So it's going to use 2 different API calls. The first is that GPT vision model that we saw before. It's going to take the image and it's going to describe what's in it. It's going to say, you have a dashboard that's got 3 different tiles. You got the total number of flights, the number of flights by origin, and then a bar chart with the top 10 routes as well. And then it's going to use that advanced data analysis capability to actually run and generate the relevant code. So it says, let's create the dashboard. And now you see it is generating all the code to write this dashboard. And then it will hopefully at the very end of this say plot.show, which is going to actually show you the dashboard it created. You can see that the first thing it's doing is it's figuring out what are the relevant data sets that it needs to grab from the data set. It's now setting up titles, x-axes, y-axes to make sure that users understand exactly what's going on in the data set itself. You can see here it's doing this for the top 10 flight routes. And here we have plot.show, which is the final command to actually run it. And here we go. So it's not perfect, but it's pretty directionally correct. You've got total number of flights, the number of flights by origin, and the top 10 flight routes, right? And it did all of that by generating some code. And of course, you can give it suggestions like, hey, I actually wanted just a number, not a block on the left-hand side, and it will do even better. The final thing I wanted to show you guys is that everything we've done so far has been just in the regular ChatGPT experience. But we also have the ability to call what we call custom GPTs. These custom GPTs allow you to further refine the work that you're doing and also allow you to call other services. So we actually have we've built a custom GPT that works with the NOAA National Weather Service to actually bring in forecast data. So I'm going to call this custom GPT. I'm going to say, at weather. Let's see if this loads up. Here we go. We have a weather forecast. I'm going to call my weather forecast, and then I'm going to ask it, hey, I have a flight from DC to New York City in 2 days. Any chance of delays in either city? And now this custom GPT is going to run a couple of different API calls. The first API call it's going to run is going to bring in the lat long point for Washington, DC. The second API call is going to bring in the weather forecast based on that lat long point. And then it's actually going to bring in the forecast. It's going to tell you the forecast here and then be able to answer your question. Will there be a delay or not? Right? So you have the ability to bring in all sorts of other services from any public APIs, including your own agencies or your own companies, to build even more dynamic experiences. And with that, I'll turn it over to Felipe for any parting words.
Thank you, Aaron. So hopefully you got a little taste of what is possible today. The first one showed a little bit of the art of the possible, what is possible to build using our APIs. The second one that we showed here, ChatGPT, is available to everyone today. So if you're a Plus member of ChatGPT, you're available to use all the tools we just demonstrated today are all available to you. So with that, wanted to say thank you for the time and listening today, and hope you have a great rest of your expo.